Hi, I'm Dominic Robinson Neal,
I'm Zell Folks.
and this is Inside the Ropes.
Boxing Show.
All right. Hi, I'm Dominic Robinson Neal with another episode of Inside the Ropes. My co-host couldn't be here with me today. Coach Marlon on his way back from Miami. He was there last night. Coach Lewis Morphin, he's the drill sergeant out there at Fort Jackson. He got to work. And Jalen out there on a trucking mission. I think he in Texas. So today I'm going to talk about a few things. First of all, I'm talking about my rant yesterday. My rant yesterday was in reference to, we went to Miami. So we went to Miami, Florida, and I had two guys to box yesterday. And the system, the amateur system is jacked up. You know, from the beginning when we got down there, they tell us say, oh, your physical isn't correct. So we go get our physicals done, which we already had them, but they said we didn't have a stamp on it. Okay, no problem. Got that done. Then one of my fighters get back. They said, well, you missed weigh-in. I said, well, you told us to go get the physical. I said, then they got people behind us. So if you're telling us that, it's like 5 more people over at the doctor's care trying to get their physical also. Then they tell us, which they didn't tell us before we got there, we either have to have red or blue on. You know, like it's a national event, but it's just a club show. So we got on our Robinson Neal gear. They said, no, you can't have that on. So now we got to beg somebody for a blue top to wear with our mismatching outfit. And then when we get in the fight, they rob us. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, to be honest with you, I don't mind losing in amateurs because it's amateurs. But when I know how hard my fighters work, I know the work they put in every day, I know the grind that I put them through in here, they should be compensated correctly. If you win, you win. Now, I'm the first to tell one of my boxers, if he got his behind whoop, I'm gonna tell him, bro, you lost. Don't even think about holding your hand up because you lost. You know what I'm saying? I do that all the time. But when they win, I'm gonna let them know you won. You did a hellified job. I had 2 guys fight yesterday. JoJo fought. JoJo was his first boxing match. And JoJo looked like he'd been boxing for a year or 2. You understand what I'm saying? Because he get in here and JoJo used to be the bottom of the barrel. He used to be the bottom of the totem pole in here. He worked his way up, got his nose fixed. He used to bleed all. He was a bleeder. He got his nose cauterized, whatever you want to call it. And he done took some pounders in here to become what he is today. And to see him go out there and do what he told, never got tired. I want that. I got to thank Coach Stan for having them boys conditioned. Them boys weren't even breathe. Them boys weren't tired. The other guys were tired, but my guys, I ain't worried about them losing because they tired. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you better skilled, fine. I don't mind losing. But when a fight like that, he clearly won. So I was pissed off. But one thing about boxers, you know if somebody got the best of you. Your body language gonna show it all. You gonna know, and I'm gonna know. That's what do you call it? That's a silent agreement or unwritten agreement we have between each other. Yeah, you got me. I got you. The guys know they got beat. But anyway, I'm proud of those guys. Julian fought a guy. Julian got 16 fights. He fought a guy with 54 fights. And I told Coach Marlon before the fight, I said, you're not going to even know who got 54 and you won't know who got 16. Watch what I'm telling you. And he got there and put on a clinic, man. I mean, they didn't give it to him, but it is what it is. Long as them guys, my guys can compete on that level. It used to be a gap between Florida and us up here. It ain't a gap no more. You know what I'm saying? South Carolina, it ain't no gap between us and the other places now. It used to be back in the day, but now, because I said after about 7 bouts, I asked JoJo, I said, now do you see anybody in here where you going ooh and ah about? He said, no. I said, so don't even worry about it. I said, they're no better than the guys that you actually compete with in the gym or your training partners or your stable mates or teammates, whatever you want to call it. I said, they're no better because you just as good. And he got there and showed it. He was in shape. His weight was on. He listened to exactly what we told him, and he performed. So when they do that, man, there's nothing. Yeah, you sad for the kid that he lost his first bout, but it don't mean nothing. It's amateurs, like I said. He gonna win when the right time come for him to win for something big. He gonna be there because his skills gonna match. It's gonna be perfect. He looked good yesterday. He didn't get hit but 3 or 4 times. He did what the sweet science was about. Hit and don't get hit. Julian, on the other hand, made adjustments. That's what made great fighters, being able to adjust. He was outboxing him for a minute, and then the crowd, we're in a pro Miami crowd. Everybody ooh and ah as soon as they throw a punch. So I was like, let's push him. Hey, go get him. He don't like going backwards. He went out there, made him go backwards, and he put it on. He made the adjustment. So it is what it is. But hey, that's boxing in a nutshell. You ain't gonna always get the decision, but these are the time in amateurs to learn from your mistakes, learn how to get the win, and it is what it is.
I got a question about what you spoke about earlier about the gap between Florida and South Carolina.
Right.
You said it was big in the past years. It was a big difference between Florida and South Carolina.
Right.
So how have you helped to close that gap? Well, now South Carolina is,
Well, we got some pretty good coaches. Coach out of Black Label. We got Coach Rodriguez out of Rodriguez Boxing Academy. Coach Cruz and his crew out of Greenville. Coach Shakur Robinson. Coach Hangerson. It's a few. That's just a few of the coaches. We got a bunch of good coaches, and they're actually teaching. So we're not afraid to compete against nobody, nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And I had one coach, I think he might have misunderstood what I meant by being the best in South Carolina. I said, no, I don't want to be the best in South Carolina. I want to be the best all over. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's just competitiveness in me. But I think the gap is closed because if you go there and you see them boxes don't look no better than ours. No, you know what I'm saying? And I watch them like nothing here. My guys aren't going to see nothing they don't see in South Carolina.
Is it an embarrassment for other states to know that South Carolina is gaining ground in the boxing community, or?
No, I don't think it's embarrassment. I mean, for years we've been on the bottom of the totem pole.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People think, I can just go to even in the pro game, guys are coming out. Let's go down to South Carolina, we get a win. You know what I'm saying? But now that gap closed. They don't. You would come down here and get go down here and get your train derailed, you know what I'm saying? Because we are actually teaching boxing now. We got good trainers who actually teaching boxing, not just out there left jab, right jab. We know the actual science of boxing. So the coaches today that we have training and working, like the ones I mentioned, we know the science of boxing too. We've been out there on the grind and we've been doing it for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So by us doing it for a long time, we go into the nationals. We going to the regionals. We going all that. So we get to see what the competition's like. And we know what we have to do to get on that level. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the technicalities down there in Miami with the I guess the officiating, how do you communicate that narrative to your fighters to keep them encouraged when they know that they won on the scorecard, they beat their opponent, they with the best trainers? So how do you change that narrative so they don't get down or depressed about losing when they go to these states that don't show no love to South Carolina?
Well, my guys took it pretty well because they were like, man, we already know if it's close, they're not going to give it to us. You understand what I'm saying? But they went out there and do the best job they can. They know themselves that, hey, I'm competing. I should have won. And like one guy, like JoJo said, Coach, he couldn't even look me in the eyes afterwards because he know I beat him. You know what I'm saying? That's like a unwritten language between two fighters that, hey, I know he beat me. I know he got the best of me. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We're gonna have plenty more. We got a few more shows coming up, and the only good thing about that, taking a loss like that, now okay, I can't leave it in the judge's hands. I got to take it to the level I was on, I got to take it to a whole nother level to be better. So it's no doubt about who won or who lost. You know what I'm saying? So there's no doubt. Even if the judges, I had one judge who I really respect. I see him at all the big tournaments, and he told me after, he said, "Man, you guys won that." And he's from Florida.
Wow.
He has a boxing gym out of there. I said, "I know." I said, "But it is." Listen, I'm a ref and a judge too. You see what I'm saying? So I know boxing. And if my guy lose, I'm gonna tell him he lost. If he win, I'm gonna tell him he won. You see what I'm saying? Well, it's been another version of Inside the Ropes, and I'm Dominic Robinson Neal. My co-host couldn't get away. I ain't gonna say that girls wouldn't let him out. Their jobs wouldn't let him out today. So thanks everybody who coming in, who listens to our show and supports us. Thank you, Zeb folks, for producing a great show. And we want to say, have a good week coming up. Thank you.
Catch the next Inside the Ropes boxing show with host Dominic on Dorier TV Network. My name is Kiba.
And when you find me in the rough, I'll be still shining. Everlasting life, living water, so fill up the valley. Bottom of the valley, or even peak of the mountain. If it's the bottom or the top, I'll be magnified.